What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Spill with Dill podcast. I am your host, Dill Croydon. Right next to me, we have my co-host, as always, the king, the queen, Eastman.
Slay. What's up? We're back.
We are back. How are you, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I got my cold brew in my hand.
Cheers.
Cheers
Cheers.
to you.
Cheers.
Cheers to art.
And then, it's been a while since the last episode, episode 9 with Ben. It's been like a month, but we're getting back into it.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna introduce our guest for this episode, episode 10. We have Magnus.
Hey.
What's up, America?
Here we go.
Yeah. All right.
We're starting
We're
off
rolling off
strong.
good.
Off
We're
the
rolling off
rip.
good.
First of all, thank you for the great kicks.
Yeah, man. My man's
I
over here got the
appreciate-
J's on.
Yes,
I got you, bro.
You know you're a
you,
new man
man.
when you rock J's.
Yes, sir. I two of these gentlemen have given me a pair of Jordans. They are literally putting shoes on my feet right now.
Gotta
So
keep up, boys.
These are good
Swag
people
up,
here.
you know what I'm
These
saying?
are good people
My
right
boys
here.
stay dripping. I ain't turning off the faucet.
No, sir. No, sir. Act natural.
Hide your
Two
wives.
coming soon.
I've been fucking wild, bro. My boys got Jordans. Hide your women.
I got a haircut, bro. I'm ready to go.
Watch, you're going to be at the crib talking about tiptoeing in my joints.
I tiptoe.
Yeah, my boy got the fresh cut too, from the long hair, the Jordans now.
Sharp.
Yeah, man. And I'm still not gonna leave the house.
It's so sad because I feel the same.
It's a little.
You ever just like when you're at your crib or something and like you get all like dolled up, all looking all good, and then you just sit there. Just,
yeah.
like, you don't go anywhere.
Yeah, but you looking in the
you
mirror
look at
like
yourself
I
in the
look
mirror and
You're
you're
like,
just like,
damn, this is gonna be a good night, and then it just flashes 4 minutes later. You're just playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's just
2 hours
sounds
later.
Like a good night though.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got
I
Chinese
mean-
food on the way and shit.
Chinese.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
You look good, you feel good, kind of thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I can look good while I kill a bunch of Nazi zombies on Call of Duty.
Gotta do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, put some lipstick on before you. Yeah, I want to look pretty for this.
Do I look pretty, Papa?
So Magnus, tell us, for people who don't know you, what is it that you do, bro?
I am a producer and beat maker. I've been producing and making beats since like 2015. I really kind of started taking it more serious like 2017. You know what I
Right.
mean? I was just like kind of bullshitting earlier with it. And then I had a homie that lives out in California now. Shout out to the homie Sean Bruce. I was working with him pretty heavy, and we were looking for an engineer at the time. And then that's how we ended up meeting Eastman over here.
Dope.
And then when me and bro linked up, dog, it was just, it was a wrap after that.
Rap,
So,
right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I
man.
smoked this man's house out so bad. Like his mom was upstairs and shit. He was like, yo, you can smoke weed in the crib. I was like, word?
And he just started handing me these massive slugs. He was like, here.
I was like,
here.
bet, bro, let's get this shit.
Oh no, I remember that. Mama Eastman's house.
Yeah.
No, she was
Good
so
times.
nice. We used to box that motherfucker
Yeah,
out,
bro.
Yeah. And then she'd come down and bring us food anymore.
Yo.
No, she'd be like, dinner's ready. I'm like, oh, this is the best house.
Nah, the
Chicken
best,
pasta.
you go over there, it's like 2 PM. You think you've been over there for an hour, it's like 10:30 at night,
Yeah,
dark as
always.
fuck.
You leave the basement,
Yeah.
like, because there's no windows in that basement.
You go in sober
I
at
was
2
like,
p.m.
oh, shit.
By the time it's 10, you got your boys thrown up in the trash can. You got like
Oh, man.
that was Polly.
Oh, Polly. So it was like
that wasn't
No, that really happened.
that was a true story.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and it was so random, too, because he was chilling, and all of a sudden...
Just
I
like
looked
into
over.
the trash can.
The
He was
first time I
so
met him.
like fine the
Yeah.
entire time.
He didn't miss, did he?
No, he got
Okay.
in the trash
Nah,
can.
he was actually really polite about
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
And, like,
shit.
cleaned
See,
himself
that's
up.
That's a good man.
Yeah.
Paulie's a gentleman.
Yeah.
He's a drunk
Shout out
gentleman.
to Paulie.
Yeah, shout out Pauly D, bro.
That's my boy.
Yeah, man.
So in 2017, you started taking it more seriously and stuff.
Yeah.
I think like everyone who creates shit like at the first time you're starting it, it's just bullshit. And,
Yeah.
yeah, you're just seeing
You
it.
don't know what you're doing
Yeah, you're just
at
seeing
all.
if it works.
It's just an interest at that
Yeah.
point.
Like literally, it was just like me and my homies getting like completely fucked up on a daily basis, and you already know it's just like, oh, yo, we're drunk or right, like, yo, spit a bar, or
Yeah,
some shit.
just start
so like, you
freestyling.
know what I mean? And you just kind of start catching yourself gaining like a real interest in that shit. So,
Yeah.
you know, it kind of starts separating you from like the homies that are just bullshitting to like the homies that are actually doing this.
Yeah.
And then when you like really start getting out there into the community and seeing like who's really actually making waves in this shit and who's actually like really doing some stuff, it really changes like your whole perspective.
Yeah.
Like for me specifically, it was like a one beat battle that just like humbled the fuck out of me because I didn't know like these were really the cats that were out here. Like
Yeah.
I was in that joint, big shit, feeling like I was a shit,
Nah,
and I saw
yeah.
these cats. I was like, wow, I'm trash.
When was that?
This is like 2018. It was like it was a beat battle they had at Songbird, the old
Really?
one back at Adams Morgan.
I
Yeah.
remember why you lost that. You were still using Logic.
Yes.
And
oh yeah, this man right here bullied the fuck out of me out of
Fuck
using Logic, bro. Like I would show up to the session, I'm like, yeah, bro, I got my Logic, bro. He's like,
yeah, I wasn't able to stop about it.
and I was like,
I rolled
damn,
my
like,
eyes out of my skull.
Evelyn's been Ableton
Forever.
since I
Yeah,
met
real
you.
shit.
I've only ever
Yeah.
been able
Nah,
to.
but when I got on it, I was just like, I see why you bullied me out of this. Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
Logic. This is trash.
It's way more
Yeah.
flexible, especially for the production you're into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're doing
yeah.
like just bands or something, cool. It's
Yeah.
yeah, if you're just
basically
tracking.
Yeah, but like
sure.
you gotta do time stretching,
Yeah.
pitch shifting,
Yeah.
all that. Like
Mhm.
Ableton's mad flexible with
Yeah.
it.
And just like
Yeah.
for me, I just like the workflow with it, honestly. Just like how quickly
Wait,
I can
Ableton
move.
or
Ableton.
Ableton? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
It
like
was
how
the first
quickly
DAW
can
I
move.
ever got, but this was before I went to Omega. I had no. I mean, I could figure out how to record on it, but it was all wrong. There was like a feedback loop going on. There was like all this shit. Like I didn't know. I was just like taking guesses, and it just
Yeah.
all sounded like shit. But then after that, when I went to Omega, I fell in love with Pro Tools. So that's my to go to DAW.
go-to.
You don't make beats in Pro Tools, do you?
No, that shit is.
Okay.
I don't think. No,
I would have.
I've only met one person that ever made beats in Pro Tools. I'm
No,
like,
no, no,
ow.
you're a fucking.
You have to be literally a psychopath
Yeah.
to make beats on Pro Tools.
That's insane.
You'd have
That's
to just
crazy.
it's a bunch of rearranging.
No.
That's
over
crazy.
it, Like,
You pull up like their MIDI instrument
oh
track.
no.
I've only met one person that does that shit, and I was just like, "You're in your own world."
Yeah.
Like,
Are they
we're-
sequencing in it, or are they like just
No,
using
like
it
they're
to
actually
track
like
their
making
MPC?
beats
Nah,
in that shit.
that's
I'm
so
just like,
That's
creepy.
too much, bro.
I'm like, bro, what? That process took so long. I watched the man take 45 to an hour just to make the drums. And I
Oh,
was just
no.
like, yeah, nah.
No, that is so ugly.
I was
That
like,
wouldn't
nah,
fly
man.
ever.
so ugly.
Shit.
Oh my god. Damn. Well, so after your first show was 2018, you said the beat battle. Beat battle.
Yeah.
That humbled me too when I first went to a beat battle because like I thought I was nice back then. Like now I think I can say that I'm nice with it. But if I still went to one today, a beat battle, I'd still be humbled. But I'd be like, damn,
Yeah.
I gotta really learn how to start tweaking a little bit better on that. Like,
But it makes you better, go.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
really does.
You
man.
realize like
seeing like your
oh,
peers and how
Yeah.
they like.
I'm not the producer I thought I was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like a couple cats that were performing that I was just like completely just like blown away from. I was just like, dude, like I gotta go back and like completely redo what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I think like the biggest issue like when I first got into making beats is that like I knew exactly like the style, the type of aesthetic, and the type of beats that and producer that I wanted to be. I just didn't know how to actually make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know like, okay, like how do I get this to actually sound like this? I know what I want to use. I know the direction and the style I want to be. I just don't know the technical way of how to actually make this type of stuff.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
feel you.
so
Yeah, that's where it like all comes into play with like actually getting your hands on it to
Yeah.
like fuck up a bunch of times to realize, oh, never doing that again. Like
Yeah.
that. You know, that's how you figure it out and learn. That's why those beat battle things are so humbling because
Yeah.
it's like I didn't even know you could do that.
yeah,
like,
yeah, man. It was this one cat specifically named Discipline 99, bro.
Shout out Discipline.
Yeah, shout out
99.
Discipline 99 is a DC legend out here, bro. And I remember that was the first time I met him and saw him play. Bro had like this big ass like Rasta cap on, was just chilling, the whole vibe himself, had this big ass blunt and shit. And I was like, yo, who is this dude, bro? Like this nigga is cold as fuck. And then I just remember he had like SP303 and he's up there performing on the 303. And I'm just like, I had two of my homies sitting in the crowd. I looked at both of them. I was just like, "Yeah, nigga, we gotta wrap this up." It's like, I want to get some McDonald's, bro. I'm trying to
Nah.
go home.
yeah,
It's crazy.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Because like, if you don't know what a 303 is, it's like a very, very like limited
Yeah.
sequencer,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and the fact that he's making everything in that,
Yeah.
and it's just bumping.
Yeah.
Which one are you
Nah.
using right now? The
I'm using the 404 Mark II, the newest one that just
okay.
dropped.
Okay.
Yeah, I was using the 404 SX in the beginning. And that was because like I was going at first I was actually performing live with my MPC Live, But then I started noticing that like every time I'd go to these like live sets or whatever, everybody would try to come up and be like, "Oh, can I like do this?" I'm just like, "Bro, stop touching my shit." Like, that shit was starting, bro. That shit was irking me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I don't know where your hands been. I don't know what the fuck you doing.
Like,
it's your greasy ass.
So I was just like, all right, I need to find something that's just more like compact, easier to carry. And I started seeing like a bunch of homies that were pulling up there, and they were using these 4.4s. I just thought like the aesthetic of it and everything looked so fucking cool on it.
Yeah.
You know, so I'd holler at one of my OGs. He like threw me some bread and helped me get one. And when I got it, it was like kind of beat up and shit. So I just started like investing in rebuilding it. And I really started like diving deep into just like learning that machine, like to the point where I was like taking this whole thing apart, switching out knobs, switching out buttons, just really sitting there. Like I remember the first day I got it, I literally sat up for like 4 or 5 days straight, just like messing with it, learning, just trying to get comfortable with it in some kind of way. And it's just been stuck since then. So.
That's dope.
Heavy drums, baby.
Yeah, man.
Heavy drums.
Do you need a software for that, or can you just use the actual like?
Nah, you
board
you
itself,
can just use it's straight analog, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it is it really kind of starts testing like your patience with beat making, because it's like a lot of people will use it where they'll have their machine like an MPC connected to it or their laptop connected to it.
Yeah,
you know, and some people were actually making beats strictly on it. So when I took that path of like learning how to make beats on it, I was like, oh my God, this shit is difficult as hell. You know what I mean? Just like, all right, all you have is just your record player or whatever kind of sampler you're using just to put sound in it.
Yeah.
And you're literally manually like tweaking everything right there in the machine itself.
Yeah.
And it just really started testing my patience.
Right, because it's more like using your ear instead of like visually seeing instructions.
Yeah, it's more so like, just like, okay, like, yo, you got to catch this loop like right here and there. Just press it and hope that it loops perfectly. If you got to sit there for like the next 40 minutes just trying to get this loop perfect.
Yeah, and that's without a metronome if you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it has a metronome, but the metronome on that is like, it's like old, so it sonically gets annoying.
Yeah.
So you don't even want to hear it. It sounds like an alarm clock.
It sounds hollow.
Oh my God.
Like a fucked up 8-bit sound.
Oh no.
That isn't good. It's like, it's weird.
It's techno.
It's mad. Because like now I feel like the sound of metronomes kind of like almost blend into the beat sometimes.
Yeah. And that's how you know you're on it. It's like quantized.
Yeah, exactly. But it also, you can listen to it a little longer without getting annoyed.
Yeah.
From the first couple metronome sounds.
Yeah. Like that, the metronome on the 4.4 was just too annoying for me to use.
I've had a client ask me to like put the metronome sound in the beat because they liked it so much. They're like ding 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 ding.
Hey, if it's
like,
it's rocking,
shit.
if it's rocking,
if it works, I mean, honestly, that's not a bad idea. Make a whole beat off of the metronome. That's the sample.
Add an 808, put some melodies in there.
Yeah, you make like an XXX or a Ski Master Slump God type beat.
You were flipping some ski masks.
I was flipping some ski masks earlier today, man. That shit was sounding pretty cool.
I fucking love ski. Yeah. Didn't you meet Ski Mask in a hotel at a vending machine in California?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I remember.
You remember that?
No, because like it was a while ago.
Happened.
You texted me and you were just like, I think you took a picture with him too, right?
Yeah, I have.
He sent me the picture, and it's just him and Ski Mask standing at a vending machine, and I'm like,
he's like,
what the fuck?
He's got like these camouflage pink Crocs on, and like a Switch.
Yeah, he had a Switch in his
head.
head.
And he was just like, and I was like.
Yeah, could you imagine you're in your hotel just like, I want some fucking Doritos.
It was like 2 a.m. or something. I was in a hotel outside of LA. We're gonna go visit some family in San Francisco. I got the munchies. I just got to smoke some California weed. I was high. And then go to the vending machine, and there's 3 people there. 2 people around my size, and then just really hulking figure. And I was like, that's a little strange. But anyway, I go up and I'm like, are you Ski Mask Slump God? And like, I can't believe I said those words like that. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I love your music, bro. He's like, good looks. So like, can I get a photo? And he's like, sure. And then his bodyguard's like, no, $15 a photo.
Hey, yo.
Did you do it?
Wait, how's the bodyguard charging? But
no, because he was fucking with me. No, because he was like, I'll play with you.
He was about to pocket that shit.
I'm not going to hold you for a second. I was like, nah.
Yeah, that would be me telling me like, $15.
$15 for a picture, bro.
How about 12 and I can still buy my Doritos?
Right? can't even get my chips, bro. Like, what the fuck?
To be fair, he just dropped Stokely.
Yeah, I know, and that was a huge project for him. Yeah.
It's like, what you need $15 for? Boy, you up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm also like, why are you staying at the same hotel?
Why are you at the fucking Bates Motel right now?
It's like, so you balling on a budget too, huh?
I feel you.
Hey, man, shit. Nobody eating.
Maybe Stokely didn't come out then at that point.
Yeah, maybe he was
Maybe
like
he was
on his
still-
last bottom dollar waiting for it to drop so he can start getting better hotels.
If this
got
album
ma- he got
don't
mad
move,
at the-
I don't eat.
He got mad at the bodyguard for actually joking. He's like, we could have really used that $15.
It's like, we need gas, right? Like, we got a quarter of a tank, bro. How
Like
we
Shorty's right next to me looking crazy right now. The girl that he was with did not look happy. Maybe she was just tired or something. She was like, who the fuck is this random ass motherfucker?
Probably
talking
just
to my boyfriend?"
fucking leaned out.
Probably.
It was probably
She
all
brought
it
off
was.
of 4 Xans. She just
Yeah.
want to go to bed.
She's fucking promethazine.
She
up,
just wants some
bro.
McDonald's and she want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
All
He's
she
like,
want is a
my
6-piece
fucking
of
rapper
fries.
boyfriend won't let me go to sleep. Like,
We've been doing Xans for 5 days straight, and I'm not asleep yet.
Every time I go to sleep, all I hear is an 808 coming out of it.
as my eyes start to close, the room starts shaking. No, that's-
Shout out Ski though.
Yeah, shout out
Yeah,
Ski
man,
Mask.
shout out Ski
Huge
Mask, man.
fan. Goated
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. Goated
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm.
You know the funny thing about that, we'll get off the topic of Ski Mask, but I just wanted to, in case you didn't know or if you forgot, him and XXX were cellmates in jail.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's like how they met, and like they were like making plans in jail. They're like, when we get out, we're gonna fucking make shit shake. And then I
And they did
remember at one point Ski Mask had this interview when they were like falling out, him and XXX. He was like, yeah, no, I'll tell you guys the truth. These were fucking crazy. Like in the jail cell, he used to try to get me to do these rituals that we'd have to sacrifice someone from our family or something. That's like he said in the interview that X would like try to get him to do sacrificial shit in the cell.
I remember, yeah, he like took to wasn't he like on IG Live talking about that?
Yeah, something. Yeah, because they were like
That's
falling out,
crazy.
and then people wanted like some closure. Like,
They
what's
wanted
going on with you guys? Like,
Yeah.
So he's just like, we just kind of drift apart. I mean, he's kind of crazy.
Nah, this man's talking about sacrificing family members.
Yeah.
Like,
Phenomenal
my
rapper.
mama, nigga? Like,
Phenomenal rapper.
yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, absolutely crazy. I knew that from once I heard. I put a hole in your parents. I was like, oh my god,
You put your hands on my man's. I put a hole in your parents.
I was like, this guy's different.
I will say he did rhyme hands and mans with parents. And that's pretty impressive.
Genius. That's some genius
and that
shit.
808 is clipping like a motherfucker.
When I was at Omega, that song dropped,
Yeah.
and like all of the culmination of that whole like course talking about never clipping is bad,
Yeah.
and then this song is like 100 million
million
plays,
plays. And then
all in the red.
And then all the old teachers are just like, no, they shouldn't have done that. I'm like, are you sure?
Are you sure? Because like they over here getting the check.
everyone my age and younger loves this
Yeah.
shit, and we're the ones buying all the music.
It's like modern day rock, like punk
Yeah.
is what they did. Like it was like,
good times.
yeah, great times.
Yeah, man. What if Harambe was our anchor?
I just saw a tweet that said
Yeah.
that Harambe was our anchor being.
Yeah, just like Wolverine was Deadpool.
He was when he died. That's why our universe.
I mean, if you
is-
think about it, shit's been going pretty
Bro,
bad
real
since
shit.
Harambe.
Since Harambe died.
And in the movie, they said it doesn't happen at once; it slowly declines.
Yeah, once the main character of your movies,
That was
just goes down from
Harambe
there.
was our anchor being.
That
bro.
beautiful creature.
Man.
Speaking of that, we all just saw Deadpool,
Great movie.
and Wolverine together. We saw that all together. That was
great.
I
was
loved it, dude.
wonderful.
There was people been waiting a long time for that, and I just like that Marvel's going back to giving us the rated R shit. Like
Yeah.
now that this is the first MCU movie that's rated R.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right,
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
Yeah.
Deadpool's the only.
But
Yeah.
that was like just Marvel, not Marvel Studios. With
Yeah.
the Deadpool. And
Well, I'm saying Deadpool's
even
like,
Blade was R, but that was not
yeah,
MCU.
but still not to the
Yeah.
level of like how Deadpool was.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
Deadpool 2. He was getting his ass ate out with mashed potatoes.
yeah, that is true.
And in the first like 5 minutes, they talk about pegging on a Disney Channel movie.
Yo.
So like, yeah, I would hope it's rated R. Like,
What I want to know is, did it come from that movie where they says you match my freak or something? Because in the first movie, I rewatched.
oh no,
that.
your crazy matches my crazy.
Oh, that's what it
Oh,
is.
okay.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought it was.
No, it's not that song.
Yeah,
Somebody gonna-
yeah. I was like, because I was like, wait a second, I've heard this. Your crazy matches my crazy.
Yeah,
what he
that's
said.
their whole
okay,
thing.
Okay.
But then he goes into like self-hate, like just say you want to break up with me, and all that, and then he's
Yeah.
all alone.
Yeah.
Shout out, bro. They brought back Wesley Snipes' Blade character.
That was
That was crazy. But then at the
was-
same time, I was like watching it. I was just like, this is cool. But bro, you draw like a little too old for this shit now. Like,
Yeah.
at least with Hugh Jackman, like you could tell Hugh kept this shit in shape.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
it's like, all right, bro, we can tell like Logan just aged a little bit. Like, nah, nigga, you look old.
He's chill. He probably never thought he'd have to do
Exactly.
a superhero movie though.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He wasn't
Like-
trying to be in the gym no more. He's like, I did this shit one time. I got to do this no more.
there's only gonna be one Blade.
Apparently,
That's me.
It was like, oh my god, that was. And
That was
Deadpool
such a-
just looks at the camera like,
Yeah, like-
because when was it Blade Trinity?
That's
That's
with Ryan
yeah,
Reynolds.
that's the third
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, apparently they did not fuck with
Dude,
each
they
other on
beefed
set.
so
Really?
much.
Yeah.
Like they like the movie almost didn't finish because they didn't fuck
Like
with each
Wesley
other at all.
refused to do scenes with Ryan, so they would have to shoot him separately and splice it in post.
Yeah, and then that's why it was so crazy to see
see
him
them
walk
both
out
on-
in this movie because I never thought that I'd ever see those two in
Yeah.
a room together.
That
You know-
was also a big shocker too.
Yeah.
It's not only is he coming back as Wesley Snipes like as Blade, but it's in a Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
Deadpool
Yeah.
movie. Like
yeah,
All
like-
that shows you right there is that check was huge as fuck.
fuck
Yeah.
They were
yes.
like, you know what? I don't like you. You don't like me. But you know what? There's M's on the table.
Yeah.
and Disney's paying.
This is Disney money.
Yeah.
yeah, this is Walt's money, bro. This
Yeah.
is
Walt got us
Real
right.
shit. There's a couple people I don't fuck with. I'll put that beef aside for some Disney money. Real shit.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
Damn
yeah,
right.
bro.
What?
I'll talk to a lot of ops for
Hell
that much
yeah.
money, bro.
Bro, no, that's crazy. And then also, like, what were you saying? The Millies. Shit, where was I going with it? Fuck. What did you just say about the Millies? The Millies are on the table, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
M's on the table.
yeah. So it's just like he didn't. It's like with the Chris Evans part of it. Remember
Yeah.
when he? Spoilers, obviously. The movie's been out. Go fucking watch it.
Yeah, bruh.
You're late.
Yeah.
by
We're
now.
spoiling shit for you, dog.
Yeah,
Get out
you're
the house.
the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
don't blame us.
Yeah.
Blame yourself.
But when,
The fuck?
when Cassandra
gotta
Nova
clip that.
like kills Chris Evans, the
Yeah.
Human Torch with the skin thing, when Deadpool looks at Wolverine's like he was taking up too much of the
Yeah, it's like,
budget
he knew
anyway.
what he was doing with that
He
budget.
was taking too much of the budget up anyway. We had to kill him off.
That was a phenomenal movie.
It
And then
was.
Channing Tatum's Gambit.
Yo.
I've been saying, ooh,
Ooh,
I'm
I'm about to make a name for myself right
Yeah.
here. Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself right here.
I never met my daddy, but I bet I shot out his dick quick. He was all up in my mama's butter and nuts, and I shot out and I said, "What's up, doc?"
Well, I've been
I'm
waiting a
listening
long
to
time
talk
for
the
this right
entire
here.
movie, and I'm
Ooh,
just
I'm
like,
about to make up a name.
this is the most terrible New Orleans accent I've ever heard.
I think
but
part
you know
of it-
what? For this movie right now,
was perfect.
it's working.
Exactly.
I can't stop saying it.
I
so
think part
it
of
did something.
why they made it Channing is, I mean, he always wanted to play Gambit, but at the same time, he's so bad at accents. Like
It makes it
it's
funny,
like
right?
that's,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's why they made him do it because remember 22 Jump Street. He's like, my name is Jeff.
My name's
Because
Jeff.
he can't do a Spanish accent.
Well, also, it's like a Cajun accent he's trying to do, and apparently Gambit's Cajun.
Yeah.
He's from,
Yeah.
like, New Orleans.
New Orleans area.
I don't think Channing Tatum like envisioned that's how he actually talked. Out of it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
him trying to do a Cajun.
I was just like,
It's
boy,
so
you look like
funny
you
He's
stacked
bad
up
at it, so it
gays.
makes it funny.
The way he's talking, there are no spaces in between the words.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
all
just
one
all one
compiled
big
word.
I mean, if it wasn't for those tweets, I don't think I could have translated like exactly what he was
Yeah.
saying. Word
I
for
definitely
word.
didn't understand like half of that shit when we were at the theater watching.
Yeah.
it.
No, no.
I was just kind of like on some old people shit. I'm just going along with it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, everyone's laughing. This is funny.
He's laughing, she's laughing. It must be funny.
You know, it's kind of nice to ask someone to ask if you can drink their liquor before you start drinking. And he's like,
Bro, this
funny thing is, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, dude, seeing Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, especially being a Logan.
Yeah.
fella,
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He's just a monster.
And he had like the
Yeah.
yellow outfit on too. Like,
First time ever.
yeah.
You know
Oh,
how
when he
that
now-
was
puts the
great.
cowl on, the mask. Oh,
us motherfuckers have been waiting 24 years for that shit.
Yes.
like,
hey, no, delivered.
yeah,
Delivered.
it did. And I remember in the first X-Men movie, there's this little joke at the like when they're going to Magneto's place where Cyclops is like, or Wolverine's wearing the black costume, and then he's like, "Oh, shit's so tight," and then Cyclone just like laughs and goes like, "What are you expecting? Yellow spandex?"
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like,
Foresight.
Apparently, the director of those movies was like yo, those spandex are stupid.
The reason they
Let's put 'em
kept it
in-
all black is because The Matrix just came out.
That's
a
what it
year,
was.
and it was like an
Yeah.
aesthetic now to wear all black with
Yeah.
these action movies. So then
You're
Black
right.
leather.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
you know you're a badass.
Yeah. In 1999, 2000, if you had black leather,
Oh
on,
yeah, nigga, you're dangerous.
yeah,
You're definitely
yeah.
a convict.
No, don't mess with him.
With
He's
a
got a
trench
black
coat
leather
on
jacket
and
on.
everything.
Don't trust him.
Yeah, no, that's it's a interesting time. But yeah, you want to take a quick 30-minute break, and
With
then
it.
we'll be back in
Yes,
just a minute. We'll be right back for y'all. What up? We're back from our 30-minute break. Yeah, we're here right now with Magnus.
What's happening?
Yeah, so what else is going on? What else is going on in the world? Anyone got anything? What's going on?
As a house, the roommates watch House of the Dragon every Sunday, and that just ended.
House of the Dragon. You guys have like a family meeting.
Oh
Like,
no,
what
that
do you
shit
watch?
that shit is deep.
Magnus
Yeah.
and I are super nerds about it.
That
We
shit's
watch all
deep.
like the bonus feature and all the
Ooh,
podcasts.
behind the scenes
Bro,
shit.
we
Oh,
got into
but
a
no,
whole
just the
argument
lore.
one time about that shit. Like, it shit got
Yeah.
real. Like, it was like, no, bro.
Like,
Fuck
y'all
a
were
team,
about to swing
like,
on
fuck
each
a
other.
team black, dog. It's team green. Nah, fucking team green. Like, bro, what?
Yeah,
Like,
but then Magnus realized he was wrong.
yeah,
Team
nah,
Green
yeah,
sucks.
nah. I was so disappointed, bro. I was just like, yeah, team green. Oh.
Bro, the fact that Allison like literally like scared her son into becoming king because they were like, everyone's gonna kill you unless you don't, and now she's like, oh, you can kill that guy. By the way,
Exactly.
he sucks.
But it's just like, you do realize that you kind of created this, right?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, it's a good show.
I haven't been fully invested into it, but say so for someone like me, what would you tell me to convince me to start watching it? Like, what is?
Do you
what
like
is-
dragons?
I fucking love dragons.
You
Dragons
see
are
a lot
sick.
of dragons in this show.
Okay, I'm sold.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yup.
Just
And
dragons.
you finally get to see dragons fighting each other.
Yeah.
Like, that was like the craziest
Yeah.
shit. It was
Yeah.
like, imagine being a soldier looking up in the sky and you just see two big ass dragons fighting. It's like, bro, you know damn well this sort of shit.
I'm
ain't gonna do
leaving,
shit.
bro.
Yeah, like,
What am I doing
Yeah,
here?
I do not
What am
belong
I
here.
for? You know what I mean? Nah, bro, if I can say this, there's one character specifically I hate, and I hope you see this. Jake Harris, you's a bitch. I don't like you. You's a hoe. I don't like your hair. I don't like your chin, nigga. I don't like the way how you try to hold your sword like you're Damon. I don't like the way, like, bro, real shit. This character, all he does, he's like the little brother that like wants to go outside and play with like all the big homies, but mom keeps saying no because she knows that you're gonna get fucked up. And like he's like, no, mommy, I want to go help. No, nigga, stay your ass in a room, play your PlayStations. You know what I mean? Get your Pokemon cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, this is not you. Like, you're not tough. It's okay, bro. Like, it's okay to not be hard. Like, you're good. You don't need to prove shit. You rich. You up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Why you want to go fight for?
And he just be pouting
Like
all
a motherfucker, like
the
this nigga really be
time.
pouting on the show, bro. And I'm just like, every time, like, yo, and Logan and everybody gets pissed off at me with this sometimes because, like, every time he comes on screen, I just can't help but to call him a bitch.
Nah, bro. If you watch this shit with him, the moment he's like, ugh.
This nigga, like,
Fuck.
bro,
Your,
like,
your absolute hatred towards this character honestly just made me choke.
bro, I can't. I know this is wrong to say. I shouldn't be saying this, but I cannot wait till this character dies.
Yo, do you not like him more than Upham from Saving Private Ryan?
Nah, nah. Because Up is deeper. Up is deeper. Like, nigga, you really gonna stand there at the bottom of the stairs crying? What makes Upham's situation even worse is that he had a whole shit ton of ammo on him that they needed upstairs, had the bayonet, but all these niggas had was knives. You could have gone up there and ended that with one shot.
Yep.
But now I'm
But
staying at
nope.
the stairs.
Nope.
And then when shit is cool and like, oh, you got the other army all beat and whatnot, now you want to shoot him. If I was the homie that got stabbed with the knife upstairs, bro, my ghost would be looking down at Up like, really, nigga?
This is how you.
This is right. You gonna wait till now for this shit? Like, come on, bro. Like, what we doing? I got a wife and a kid back home. I was trying to make it back, bro. And it literally is your fault. So fuck Upham. Fuck Jakaris.
Fuck
You
Jakaris.
know what I mean? I hope he sees this.
So
Like,
is it fuck Jakaris more than the
nah,
other?
Jakaris is more so like Upham is more so like Upham like it's really fuck you because you did some grimy shit. Jakaris is more so like little boy, sit down. Like, stop talking. Like you ever have like a little brother, like a little cousin?
Run
where you're
along
like,
now. Yeah.
Nigga, you're like 120 pounds. Stop talking big.
It's like
no one's scared of you.
You
Yeah. I
14
can
grown
throw
folks
you.
will talk to you
Yeah,
right now.
bro. Like, why are you here? Aren't the kids supposed to be upstairs playing? Why are you down here with us?
Fucking
Pouty boy.
where's the Nintendo Switch?
Nah, man. Yeah, nah. I don't know, bro. I just don't like his character. It's just, dog, you cry too much for me. You pouting too much.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we at war right now. I've never seen someone who's getting upset that he can't go to war and he's never been to war. It's like, nigga, do you know what this comes with?
No, you don't.
Look at your uncle.
Yeah.
Does this nigga look like a sane man?
This is
No.
not Barbie's dream house. There's a
Plus,
lot
it's
that
also
goes
like-
on with it.
You know what a dragon does. Your old brother got murked by a dragon.
That's
and
what I'm
you
saying.
think
And even if you don't know what it does, just look at the motherfucker.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro.
you should, like, your instincts should tell you, no, I can't do that. I'm gonna lose.
And what makes it worse is like, bro, you trying to beef with the dude who has the biggest dragon in the kingdom. Like, nigga, if you were like, okay, bro, I got a couple battles underneath me. I got one of the most powerful dragons. I don't like aiming. Okay, I get it. I understand. Nigga, murked your little brother. You know what I'm saying? You try to get your lick back. I get it. Bro, your dragon is literally like the size of a motherfucking like house cat. This nigga is a goddamn building. You are not with. We saw what happened to your little brother. And what makes it worse is like everybody be like, oh, that's fucked up. That like the brother did that to Eamon. Nigga, if I was 12 years old and my cousin slashed my eye out, bitch, I'd kill you too. I'd kill you too. I'm sorry. Like, nigga, I have one eye because of you.
Yeah,
Look at my face.
yeah, but he put
This isn't like a bruise.
It's not like a bruise where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is gonna heal over time.
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't have an eye.
yeah, but he's got a sapphire in it.
That's even worse.
That's hard though.
It is, but
That's
think about
hard.
the affections.
Can't even drive a car with one eye.
How we cleaning this?
Nah, he's actually he's riding a dragon with one eye, which is actually crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Actually, that sounds pretty
Yeah.
majestic. I'm not gonna lie.
I had to get that off my chest, bro. Nah. There's TV show characters that just don't get a pass, and he's one of them.
Who's another TV show character that we
collectively
fucking
hate
Yeah,
that you just can't
can't
stand.
fucking stand.
You guys ever watch As Told by Ginger?
I did when I was
Nah.
younger. That was a Nickelodeon show, and they had the RV.
So like there was this
Oh no! I'm thinking Wild Thornberries. Never mind.
yeah, also a phenomenal show.
Yeah.
And,
Great one.
As Told by Ginger, the main character was this chick Ginger, and she had a little brother, and that would just be up to no good all the time, creating crazy science experiments. And this little fucking preppy kid was always trying to get him caught up because he was just jealous of him. I fucking hate that kid.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to
Well,
think.
fuck him too.
Yeah,
What
right.
about Beans from Even Stevens? You ever watch Even
Oh,
Stevens?
Beans. Yeah,
I
no.
fucking hate
Just
Beans.
your name alone, Beans.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
He's-
bruh, stop
You
it.
know, hey guys, can we hang out?
Nah, he was that kid that knew he annoyed everybody and found pleasure in it.
And do it, yeah.
It was just like, oh, I'm gonna wake up. And
Never
just piss
invited,
people
but
off.
was
Yeah.
somehow always in the room.
He wakes up and be like, I'm gonna do some ignorant shit today because I want to ruin somebody's life.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
literally his motive.
Yeah, chaos at all times. That dad was gonna have a heart attack, like having to deal with Beans.
Yeah, that was a great show too. Who else do we hate?
Ooh, what's her name? The wife from Breaking Bad?
Oh, Skylar.
Skylar.
Oh God,
Big-
fuck
Dog,
Skylar.
real
We gotta
shit.
make a list.
Skylar is terrible. That nigga is out here trapping in the streets so hard, bringing in M's. Cured the cancer, cured all the debt, and because the money is off the trap, you
$800
mad?
million. He was a fucking chemistry
That's
teacher
what I'm
last
saying.
week.
Like, and now he up 800 mil, and you mad at that? Like,
Furious, and then she gonna fuck some other dude. About
Yeah,
it.
that
she
was
pity
literally
fucks.
doing illegal shit too.
She
Like, this
pity
nigga
fucks
was
her boss
scamming.
Yeah.
just to it's like, how is that fixing shit? Now he's just gonna fucking
I'd say,
try to
like-
spite you.
I'd say like her and what was the officer who Schneider or Hank?
Hank,
Hank?
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I was
Schrader.
Schrader, yeah. I
Yeah.
was just like, I was glad that he died. Cause I was just like, bro, you know how deep this is. You know what you fuck bro,
Yeah.
you are local PD. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You ain't the feds. You ain't got fed money.
Who? Hank?
Hank, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
I'm
was
like,
he was drugs and narcotics, right? So he's DEA. I think
Yeah.
he was in the-
DEA?
yeah, he's
Okay,
DEA.
okay.
Yeah.
even still,
He was a
bruh.
bad DE agent.
Yeah, dude, the person you've been looking for 5 years
It's
has
literally
been in front of
right
you
there.
this entire
He was
time.
terrible at his job.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh man, I just remember that first time seeing the scene where he's taking a shit and then gets the book out and puts together the initials, how Walter White instead of Walt Whitman.
Yeah. See, if he was smart, we would have made this a whole family enterprise. You feel me? Like, okay, look, you making 800 mil off this trap. I'm a DEA agent.
Yeah, I'm a DEA
bro, I can
agent.
finesse this
Bro,
whole
you
bitch
charge
where
me
you will never
and
get
shit.
caught up. You know what I mean? Look, just throw me like 10%.
You break me off a little bit, then
Exactly. Wife could have been eating good.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember School of Rock? Sarah Silverman's
oh
character.
God.
Oh, I hated
Yeah.
her.
So I found this list of like the top 19 most hated.
Oh,
fucking
I want to
okay,
hear this.
let's hear
This
this
is
one.
good. This is good.
Yeah. So she's so it starts with let's see. Ross from Friends.
Oh shit!
No.
I've never watched Friends, but I've always heard everyone hated Ross.
Yeah,
I've
apparently.
watched a couple episodes, and I know that's
Yeah.
really weird because everyone I tell that to like freaks out and gets mad at me.
I haven't
but
watched it. My parents let me
Okay.
watch it as a kid, so like as I got older, I just kind of like put it out.
yeah,
of my
like I had
head.
my sister and my older cousins watching it, but I think it was just out of my realm of like age gap of where I would have enjoyed it. Like,
Do you guys see High School Musical?
Oh,
yeah,
Sharpay
Sharpay.
Evans is on here. Patty DeMarco, School of Rock, Sarah Silverman.
Okay.
No, wait. And for a little bit in School of Rock, fucking Megan. Oh, not Megan. What's her? That's Megan and Jake and Josh. But what's her name? Miranda Cosgrove.
Yeah.
She was fucking annoying.
Yeah, but she held it down though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She
it
was
was
the one
the
that was like
end-
became the
she-
manager, right?
yeah, I mean, she was talking big shit when Jack
in the
Black
beginning,
first popped
I
in,
hated
like-
her. But
yeah.
at the end, I was like, all right, you cool, you cool.
It's like, okay, we need
Megan.
someone that can keep this shit together.
Jared Leto's Joker from Suicide Squad.
Oh,
Yes, I fucking hated that one. Oh my
such a
god,
bad
I was-
depiction
oh
of
my
the
God.
Joker.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you got the Joker bumping Rick Ross in a Lambo with a gold grill. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's got face tats and shit. What the fuck?
you made the Joker a homie from the block. What type of shit is this?
And his laugh was just
Like, it wasn't even a good laugh.
It's like, bro, what the fuck?
Laugh like Scrooge McDuck.
And I heard this thing about that too, the Suicide Squad, that Will Smith said it. He was like, I fucking hated Jared Leto working with him. He's like, I couldn't stand being on set with him. He said in an interview, he's like, one day at a table read we had to do, we're all sitting there. He's late. He comes in and puts a dead pig carcass on the table because he didn't
fuck?
want to get out of character. He like wanted.
Oh
to,
yeah, he was just
so he
acting
was
like
just
a
always acting like
psycho.
a fucking psycho on set.
And you're just like, bruh,
you're not Heath, bro.
nah,
You're
You
not
will
Heath.
never be.
You will
Heath.
never be him.
never,
You're not him.
never.
And honestly, I don't think anyone will ever be.
No, it's a once in like you can't.
Yeah.
No one can like replicate a performance like that.
Yeah.
There might be in the future we might see a great performance. Like Joaquin Phoenix does a great
I was
Joker.
about to say,
Yeah.
I feel like he was
But,
the
like,
only
it's
one
not-
that came close.
But he's
Like,
a completely different style
Yeah,
Joker.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
like we'll see great performances, but Heath was more than a great performance. That
Yeah.
was like it's like a master class at acting.
Yup.
Yeah.
Anyway, R.I.P. though.
For
Go.
real. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and before him, it was Jack Nicholson's the only one
Oh,
who held
yeah.
that mantle.
Yeah.
And then like
You know what's crazy? He probably could have like done like a Kurt Cobain biopic. If
he
was
really
still
could have.
alive.
He did.
Yeah.
He reminds me of.
If you give him the long hair,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
would look like
He
That
it.
would have
reminds
been a
me
good
of
casting
Kurt.
call.
And then also like it was Heath. Like Jack Nicholson was dope, bro. Like
Yeah.
before Heath, like he was the Joker.
Is it because
You're
Jack
right.
Nicholson is like the ultimate villain? Like
Yeah.
if you were to see him in life, you're like, yeah, you've definitely
yeah,
killed
this
people.
this
No,
guy has
he's a
murdered
terrible
people.
person.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
getting sued for like beating an escort near to death.
Dude,
Yeah,
he's
so
in
How
the
he's
you
a
gonna
bad
beat
person.
a prostitute? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Her
You're
life
like-
is already some shit. How
Dude,
go
you
beat
were in the
hoes?
fucking Shining. Your life is set, bro. What are you so
Yeah,
pissed
bro.
off about?
I don't know.
Like, but then, like, also, I remember when Heath Ledger did die, on a red carpet interview, Jack Nicholson didn't know, and they had met up a couple times because Heath wanted to know, like, how to play the Joker, so they met up.
Yeah.
And then on the red carpet, they go to Jack with a mic, and they're like, "So, what do you think about Heath's death?" He's like, "Heath died," and then they're like, "Yeah, right after doing the Joker role," and he just looks and shakes his head. He's like, "I told him."
Damn.
Like because I guess playing the Joker also fucked his head up a lot too. Like
Yeah, apparently he
so
was like dealing
playing
with
the Joker
insomnia
is not an
issues and shit.
like,
Don't play the Joker.
you start to
Yeah.
believe you're like
Jared
him.
Leto was such a bad actor; it did nothing to him.
Yeah, Jared Leto's fine. He's just sitting in his pool right now alone.
Like we don't acknowledge
man.
you, Jared Leto. Sorry.
Yeah,
Like, no.
I don't even. You weren't even a Joker. I'm sorry. No,
Never.
sorry.
Seymour Skitter, The Simpsons.
Oh shit.
That's on the list.
Excellent.
Yes.
Is that Seymour
The guy,
Skitter?
the bald guy who works the
yeah,
power plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Nah, that dude was extra creep, bruh. Like You got bodies in a freezer somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Oh no, Seymour Skinner, Mr. Skinner was the principal.
Oh, then who? Oh, then I'm mixing up the dude. Who's
Okay, if we're on Simpsons, then I'm not gonna hold you. I was never a fan of Flanders.
Oh, I hated Flanders.
I was just like, bro, you're like that nosy ass.
Howdy ho.
Yeah, you're like,
Well,
it's just like, bro, you're like that nosy ass Mormon neighbor that just like keeps like doesn't know how to mind their own fucking business.
Yeah, right.
I know you see me over here smoking weed. This ain't got shit to do with
Yeah,
you.
right.
Stay over there.
Like he's the type of dude just pokes his head over the fence,
Right.
like, "Hey, howdy,
Like,
neighbor."
hey,
Like,
I know
can
you
you
got
fuck
this
off?
going on over here. Like,
like,
the fuck? Like, boy. Nah, but when he made Bart that fucking hot cocoa, that was like the only time I was just like, damn.
well, that was
shit
like,
is
isn't that
crazy.
like the deep one where it's like Bart felt like he had an actual dad at one point
Right.
because he gave him hot chocolate and
Oh,
like
that was fucked. Was that the movie?
I don't remember. I haven't
That
seen.
scene was
I haven't watched
immaculate.
Simpsons in a
Yeah.
long time,
Bro, he had the hot cocoa, then he had the the whipped
marshmallow,
cream,
Yeah.
and then he
The
used the
chocolate
torch.
shaving on it. Yeah.
with a wafer,
Yeah.
torch the marshmallow with the chocolate shavings on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that shit was crack.
Bart came down like a straight fiend. He was like,
And he drink. Oh my god. Who else?
Oh man, that's funny.
I'm skipping a couple because I just
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
seen
that's
a few
fine.
things, but
I am curious. Some of these are
Yeah.
great hated people.
So the top four, number 4, Skylar White, Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Ooh. I
Not
wonder how
shocked
she got
there,
there.
Number 3, Scrappy Doo. Scooby Doo and Scrappy.
See,
You know what?
No, like he was. I didn't like him, but
I can
That's what
understand
I'm
that
saying.
one.
I
because-
get it.
he had little
I
man
get
syndrome.
that one because this is the thing. He has the same issue as Jakaris. Nigga, you're not about this life. Stop talking that
Little man
shit.
syndrome. He's
Like,
trying to
for
compensate for
real.
being
Yeah.
small.
Bro, like,
like-
I'm gonna come here and do like, nigga, no, you're not.
Now you a little puppy, bro.
Like, you're a puppy, bro. If I set you against the ops,
Let
like,
your
you'll-
big ass Great Dane of an uncle like
That's
take
what I'm
care of
saying.
it.
Like-
Scooby's got this, bro. You can go home now. Like I don't.
Like, why do you want to fight? There's nothing positive about fighting.
Let me
Why
at
do you
him,
want
let
this
me at
smoke?
him.
Literally.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Number 2, Jar Jar Binks. I forgot about him.
We should have put him first.
Yo, I get that one because I'm not gonna hold you. I hated hearing him talk. That shit used to just sonically sound so cringe to me.
Apparently, that character is only in there because George Lucas's children came up with the character.
I believe that.
And he's like, I'm George Lucas. We're putting my character's character in this.
He's an iconic character. As much
Yeah.
as I hate him,
Yeah.
He pissed off so many fans that because it was like Star Wars finally
Who's
came
this
back,
dumbass that they
and everyone was so excited from the 70s and all that.
Yeah, like 20
and then they
years,
see
30 years
this
later.
and they're like,
It's like, who the fuck is Jar Jar Binks?
who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, right.
And then, a twist, he goes underwater. There's a fucking village of them.
it's not just one.
Just like, Emmy!
You know, there's a crazy fan theory that he's a Sith Lord.
I heard that one. I heard
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
What if?
In Star Wars Legends, he's a Sith Lord.
I couldn't picture a lightsaber
helped-
in that fucker's hands.
that helped the Emperor like overtake and destroy the Jedi, and he was just always around there because he's always there. It's like people low key like they have good points in like I think it's like the second movie and the third movie when he gets into office.
Mhm.
It's like he doesn't make any good decisions like that. Like he agrees to everything. He's pushing the Chancellor to have power the entire time. He's like his #1 supporter.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Something's off with this.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make him a lot cooler.
No.
But we'll
Yeah.
probably never get that. And then #1, not surprising, Joffrey.
Fuck yes. Oh my god. Yo,
Oh,
no.
Bro,
shit.
that little nigga was just evil.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
Yeah.
god. That
And
shit was so bad.
But he was such a good actor that in real life, people didn't like separate the person from the role.
Yeah.
So he was getting
Yeah,
so much
dude, there's a
dirty
lot of
looking
people
Yeah.
like
hate.
that.
So he
Yeah.
quit acting.
You know
after
who
that.
else is like that? I don't know if you guys ever seen the show Power. The guy who played Tariq. Who's
Is
like,
that 50 Cent's show or is that?
yeah, it's 50
or is
Cent
that
show.
Empire?
Like it's on Stars, I guess. But it was like the main character's name is Ghost, and Tariq is like his son, and like Ghost literally has like worked from the trenches, like
Yeah.
sold all this dope, has you in private schools, have you in all of this just for Tariq to be like, yeah, I want to be a drug dealer just like you. Like, nigga, what?
So now,
I hate you.
Like,
So,
I hate you. Like,
so when people like run or like even see him doing interviews or something, they probably hate him naturally
yeah.
just because of the role he played.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever seen the show 13 Reasons Why? Or something?
no, I never
It's a
saw
really
it.
fucked up show, but
Yeah, I'm
there's
good
this
on
one really douchebag dude, like the main douchebag of them all,
Yeah.
like that makes everything happen. And during an interview I watched, like on like a TV talk show thing, like all the cast is there. And then they're just like, we feel bad for whatever his name is. In the show, his name is Bryce. But they're like, we feel bad for Bryce. Like, anywhere we go, people hate him. They're like, he's the nicest guy we have ever met in like ever.
But you played this role way
just
too well.
like,
Yeah,
he's
Like,
just like,
you
yeah,
convince
man,
him.
I don't know, it sucks. I mean, like everyone like doesn't want to be around me
But
because
then
of
I
the
feel
role
it's
I
just
He's
like,
gonna
play.
get
alright.
typecasted for the rest of his
Yeah.
But
life.
it's like if you played that role so well, where in reality we all really hate you, then
Then
it's just
good
like,
for you.
is
Yeah.
this really you?
Yeah,
It's like you played that way
You
too
played
well.
way
you played that
too
way
well.
too well, bro.
Like Leo, you
Like,
said the
been
ant
studying
N-word
for this
way
role.
too
Yeah.
well in that Django.
Django,
movie.
he's like,
Leo, Leo was comfortable as fuck.
That was
Leo was
impunity.
waiting
Sam gave
his
him that,
whole
Samuel L.
life.
Jackson gave him that N-word pass, and Leo had a field day.
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
You know, he probably fucked up a bunch of times
Oh,
on
like a
purpose so they can
motherfucker.
reshoot them.
Fuck
Do you
yeah.
think it slipped out by accident when they weren't filming and he got
of course.
slapped? Like, he's like, hey, we're not filming
I
right
hear
now.
he's also one of
He's
those
like-
method actors that stays in character like while they're on set and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
everything too.
I mean, there's something to it.
Yeah.
yeah, you don't want to lose like
Yeah.
you can't be playing a fucking supervillain and then when they're switching scenes, you go eat some fucking sugar cookies.
I was gonna say, get some
yeah,
soft
like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Play with
And
kids
then
and shit.
playing
And
with
then you come
cats.
back like, oh wait, I gotta be angry. But that kitty,
But that sugar cookie was so good.
You know what that's like? That's like
Sprinkles on his cheek.
that's like when you see Tyler Perry trying to do action movies, and it's just like, bro,
Medea.
we will never see you other than Medea.
Yeah.
This man made one movie called Alex Cross, where he was playing like a cop or some shit. And it was like an action role, and it was just like, stop it. I'm just seeing a dress and wig.
Just please.
Like,
I'm begging
come on,
you.
bro. Like, you're
You
Medea.
don't have to do
You don't have
this.
to do this. We're not scared of you. It's like Kevin Hart doing action movies now. It's like, stop.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you're
You're
5'2".
Kevin Hart, bro.
Yeah, no. So I mean, a lot of people get typecasted when they're in like a.
do you think the guy gets the same treatment? The dude from Euphoria, the tall guy.
Yeah. I bet he also
he
gets
was a
seen as a
fucking
Because
douchebag.
dumbass.
every time I
too.
see him, I'm like, ugh, you're
Yeah.
a terrible person.
Yeah.
Like,
I wish I want to see you get smashed
And
in the
it's-
head with a bottle again. So
probably
bad.
like a
That was
really-
so
he's-
great.
Like,
man, rest in peace,
Yeah.
bro.
yeah, Angus
Yeah.
Cloud.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah, rest in peace, Angus Cloud,
I
man.
think it's been like his like year anniversary was like a couple
Man.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Fucking Mike turned on the first episode of season 2 in the house, and when I saw that scene, because I was watching the episode, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then that happened. I was like, what show is this?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I have to run this back
Bro,
right
no.
now.
Oh, dog, that was just like, yo, this
Nah,
shit was
his
wild as
character
hell.
is like the only thing that kept me. That I mean, I watched
Yo,
it with
his
my
drip.
yeah.
The drip
Oh,
is inspirational.
I watched
Bro,
it
when
with
this
my
man
ex.
came out with
like
the Coogee sweaters, I was just like,
Yeah.
stop it.
Yup.
Angus, stop it, bro.
he had that Mac in him.
Yeah.
He refused.
Yeah, he got asked if he'd
shot
play a
that down.
biopic,
Yeah.
and he was like, "I would never touch that man's legacy."
No, that was
Like,
smart. That was
Yeah.
a smart move.
That was,
Yeah.
part of me's like, he would have crushed it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Part of me wanted it.
That would have been
in the
fire.
multiverse somewhere.
Yeah.
He played.
I think it kind of would have been like
yeah.
a little bit too soon, where it wouldn't have been a good
Yeah.
reaction if
Well,
he
no, they
did it.
shouldn't. They just.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen like 10.
Yeah, like
15
when
years
we're
from
like
now.
older, like super old, and they do that, okay, it would make more sense.
It still blows
Yeah.
the fuck out
Yeah.
of me when I think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, that was one of the saddest losses in hip hop, man.
Mac. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
bro.
remember where I was. I remember I just got back from Isaac Leo's studio, right? And I get home and I'm just going to my studio at home just to look at some shit. And then I get a call from him. I'm like, oh shit, did I leave something in his crib? Fuck. Like, and then he calls. He's just like, yo, did you hear? And I'm just like, what? I thought he was talking about something we recorded. Like, did you hear the songs and stuff? And I'm just like, nah. And then he's just like, go on Twitter right now. And I'm like, why? He's like, Mac died. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, funny. Now, what do you want me to listen to? And he was like, dude,
stop it.
he was like, dude, no, go call me back, but go on Twitter right now. And I just look, and there's so many articles.
Yup.
And
I
was
didn't
just like,
believe it at first.
Neither did
Yeah,
When I
I.
first saw it, I
dude.
was like, aha, that's fuck. And what's fucked up is like, I'm pretty sure I just woke up when the news hit, and I was
Yeah.
just like, yeah, this ain't happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
I
just
just like didn't want to, but I like didn't believe it.
And then like every news article reported
Yeah.
on it. And I
yeah,
was like,
because I was gonna go to. He had a tour coming up for swimming in October, and I was gonna get tickets at the Fillmore to see him. So
my biggest regret is not seeing him live music.
I saw him live twice.
Yeah.
He was really There was one thing I'll never forget at one of his shows at the Fillmore I went to. He was like, "Man, if you want to do something, you fucking do it. If you want to be a rapper, you rap the fuck out of them lyrics. You want to be a doctor, you fix the shit out of those people. You want to be a drug dealer, you sell the fuck out them drugs." Like, he just like,
Yo, I bet the whole
everyone was going nuts. Like when he said that, like,
Did you see one of those shows where it was like Earl, him,
yeah,
the internet?
yeah. And there was also Chance the Rapper opened up for him. Right,
that
when
one.
Acid, yeah, I was there for that.
I think people keep forgetting like how many doors
lucked
Mac
up.
Miller really opened
Yeah,
for
bro.
so many
Chance
people,
was a huge
bro.
one too.
You know what I mean? All the work he did with TDE and stuff like that. Vince Staples,
Absol.
like,
Bro,
you know, like
he put on so many people that the moment Goldlink dropped that like Instagram
Weird
thing,
ass
yo, it was
post.
weird as hell,
everyone,
man.
Weird.
like half the music industry, half the hip hop community at
Was
least
it-
was like, "Fuck you."
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Wow.
dude, just let this man rest. What are
Yeah,
you talking
bro.
about saying he
I think like
weirdest RIP I've ever heard?
I think like one of the biggest things with Mac, at least that what I saw, why I really loved him so much, man, is like, you know, especially as a white dude getting into hip hop, you already get labeled with that corny white rapper shit, or like you're trying to get pushed into like the media pop darling since you know you are this Caucasian male rapping, and Mac was an actual like hip hop culture
Yeah,
head.
bro.
He
like,
knew
like
a
he
lot
knew
about music.
all of
Yeah,
this shit,
a
bro.
lot.
Like
Yeah.
there's clips of him rapping with Sean Price. All the
Yeah,
stuff he's doing
dude,
with
they had
Smoke
a
Di-
sick
like,
song together, bro.
Yep.
He's working with Ninth Wonder. He's working with Madlib. He's working with all like the
working with fucking
legendary
CeeLo
producers.
Green.
Yeah.
like,
Like,
random, like you know,
and
he
then
work with
even when he's
anyone.
getting into this
Yeah.
shit, he's like really starting to take his musical craft even more serious.
Yeah.
Where he's really into producer bag. And just to see just like his influence and just his respect for hip hop culture, like it blows me sometimes why they don't put Mac Miller in like top 10
Yeah.
great artists.
Why doesn't
'Cause,
he have an
like, this
HBO
dude-
special,
Yeah,
like,
this dude really
documentary,
was
like-
a great fucking artist, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
rapping ability, he could act, he was comedical, like you could tell. I remember one of my homies said this. He was like, the one thing I loved about Mac is that you could tell, like, if you were to meet him in person, you would feel like you're meeting just a normal
a
homie.
normal homie. Yeah,
Like, you don't get that sense of like, oh,
celebrity.
yeah, like he's so
Like-
far away. It's Mac Miller. Like you could tell, like he would talk to you like a normal kid that was
Yeah.
probably in your fucking math class back in
Yeah.
high
Yeah.
school. Like,
Yeah, crack
man.
jokes, you know.
yeah,
just like,
dog. Like they got some
R.I.P.
dirty ass Vans on.
yeah, doesn't give a shit.
And he's
Smells like
pumped, man.
fucking Jameson and
You know what I
cigarettes.
mean?
I think he was
Like-
the reason I bought my first pairs because I saw the Nikes on my feet video in high school, and I was
Yeah,
like, "This
that
is
was-
the coolest fucking guy I've seen right now."
He
Like,
inspired me to get Blazers, Nike
Yeah.
Blazers,
Yo,
because of that.
speaking of
music,
that
man.
track,
was sick.
shout out to Black Diamond, the producer.
Yeah, bro.
Because he's the one who produced
He's
that
huge.
track, man.
Shout out
And
Black
I remember
Diamond.
when
He
I
did a
found
bunch
that
of shit
out,
for Logic too.
Yeah,
in the
bro,
earlier mixtape days.
It's
DMV
his sound just it was crazy when I heard that, bro. I was like, holy shit, bro. Like I remember when I talked to him about it, I was like, bro, like, do you not understand that you are a part of hip hop
Yeah,
history
DJ
now?
Black Diamond.
Like real shit, bro. Like you gave us Nikes on my feet, like on
Yeah.
my feet, bro. Like that's
huge.
huge. That is like that nigga. That's the track that really introduced the world to Mac Miller, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
I had that
for real.
song.
For real.
Like the replay button was engaged on my iPod.
Man,
And the music
yeah.
video is
Yeah.
so fucking fresh. Like
Yeah.
him
Yeah,
just at Taylor Alderdice High School with his
Yup.
boys.
You're just like, this is so cool, and it was so relatable.
Yeah.
It felt like
Yeah,
it was just
it just
like
Yeah.
felt like me and the homies just like, you know, like
Hanging.
it's from the beginning of it, like putting on your shoes, checking the mirror, putting your
Yup.
bag on,
Yup, make sure
walking
you're
out,
fresh.
dap up the homies, start
Yup.
Kool-Aid
blazing,
and frozen
smoke
pizza,
some
like-
cigarettes, skip school.
skip
Yup.
school, roll weed on the bleachers.
Yup.
Like,
It was
like,
every
eat
like
some chicken wings.
like
Yeah.
he was every suburban kid's like, this is what we do.
yeah.
Like you know what it was like to go to a fucking random ass park and go smoke weed with your homies.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
that's just what we do, bruh. So,
Or just like how you rap about like house parties and just like
Or he was like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna make some waffles or something.
fuck
like,
yeah, bruh. Like
I was like, ooh, gotta work what you got.
and he just had like the weirdest, so like, oh, he really doesn't give a fuck type
Nah.
lines. Like in this one song, Erica's House, he says, doing a dance around the fire. You know, it's a funny word. underpants. Like, just like what does that mean?
That means I don't know, but
You know what?
it
It
means
sounds fire.
Mac Miller's a genius. That's what it means.
Or that one song he has where he's like, I was driving the other day and I looked in the distance at a mountain and I realized, wow, that's just a pile of rocks. Like what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Oh my god.
Dog, my favorite Mac Miller project, and I think this is the one that really made me a fan of him, bro. The Delusional Thomas mixtape.
Oh yeah.
It's
Man.
fucked up to say, but it's like you knew, bro,
Yeah.
he was just doing a bunch of drugs. He was
Yeah.
just high as shit.
Same
but
with
he was
Faces,
just
yeah.
such in a creative bag, and it was like a creative.
Dude, he
rap
created
bag.
a whole alter ego.
Yeah,
That
that
song-
was so wild.
That song Bill, where it's
Yeah.
just Mac's random homie from back home, like
Yup.
barred out on Mac and Earl Sweatshirt so hard they had to rewrite their verses.
That
Yeah.
shit's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then my grandfather used to carry a flask.
Oh, yeah.
that song was crazy.
Ooh, and Faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phases was sick too. I mean, he's
yeah.
publicly been very open about his drug use. So like he even said during that, like he does not remember at all recording Faces. Like he was just stuck in his pool house studio.
Didn't he say like on Twitter he was like I was nowhere near Earth?
Yeah, I was
when I
nowhere
made
near
Oasis.
Earth when I made that mixtape.
Yeah.
And then it's pretty crazy. And then like he has this one line too, which is like in that album where he's like my pool house studio was filled with pencil marks because like he was just in there doing drugs, drawing on the walls. Like
Oh yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta be up at 10 tomorrow.
yeah, I don't know why I'm still awake. I gotta be up at 10 tomorrow.
I really like the Divine Feminine as well.
That was good too.
I thought that was
beautiful.
a great
Yeah.
project, just in terms of like sonically what he was trying to put out. to the
Yeah,
world.
it wasn't necessarily R&B. It was like a fusion of like
Yeah,
different types of like sounds like that.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Mac, bro.
Cool. Is there anything you want to say? Anything you want to plug up for the people? Who just got to meet you?
I'm out here. Follow me at Magnus_Andretti. I got a couple projects out with some homies. Shout out to my boy Will Kobus. Record of Wrongs is out now on all streaming. You guys can definitely go tap in on that. Got a couple shows coming up. So if you got me on IG, you'll see those flyers. Dill, thank you for having me on this joint.
Thank
know
you,
what I
bro.
mean?
Appreciate it.
Eastman.
Appreciate you,
You know what I mean?
Easters.
And it's still
My
fuck you,
dog.
Jace.
Fuck
it's
you,
still
Jace.
fuck you, Jace. Real shit, nigga. Vermax is a bitch. I don't like that dragging that nigga small as shit. Real
Just
shit.
wait till next
Listen
season,
to
bro.
your mama, boy. Stop it.
We're gonna see you next
All
season.
right.
Not tough.
Shout out to Dewey too.
Thank you, dude.
Shout out Dewey, man. Thank you, bro.
So like, subscribe, follow us on our Instagram too. We post every time before an episode comes out. Subscribe on the fucking YouTube.
Yes,
Subscribe.
You watch
All
us, but
right.
you don't subscribe.
And we'll be back with another episode soon. Thank
Click
you.
those
Bye bye.
likes, man.
Bye bye.